Zero hasn't so much as stirred. Such power she must have expended. Yeah, she did that. In her present state, Zero is easy prey for another void send. We must be on our guard. Zero? Though so slow as to be nearly imperceptible, Zero's chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. Okay, Ishtola. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. In so far as I can discern, at any rate, being part void sent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. How long do you suppose she will remain in this way? I have no idea. Hopefully not for long. I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Why would she want to come back here? I mean... I agree, yes. Alia, might I ask you to hold on to Barbecia's memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Yeah, of course. Leave it to me. What do you want? Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer. A former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? What? Ooh. Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? So we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Alia? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. Of course, you don't even need to ask. I was already coming with you anyway. Hello? You're the ones who felled Barbaricia? I won't make trouble. I will obey. So please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters? Staves? Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I'm satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yes. Let's go. Who's carrying her? Back to Troya then, and thence home.
I'm guessing Varshan.
I'm guessing Estinin might do that.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. It is Estinian.
I knew it! Why do I have a feeling that Golbez might attack the gate right away? Don't you dare touch Nabdeen. Oh no, we're back.
all safe. Thank the sisters.
Can we close that now?
A moment while I close the gate.
Yeah, do that, please. How are you going to... Oh, okay. I was like, what is going to happen to the Atomos? Oh, don't be
There.
sad.
We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
Good.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right.
Aww.
It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Varshan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Sure. She would not like it, probably. She'll be like, oh, not here again.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 1,000 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Sure. What is it?
Zero.
Yeah. Sure.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
I have a lot as well. Can I not give some?
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force.
Probably she can just absorb the ambient ether here. Most likely.
In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether.
Why is she
Seriously,
using
woman?
the exact words?
Do you have to be right every time?
Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait.
Yes.
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
Can I have some food too? Ritra, I'm hungry.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
I like her very much.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel.
Yeah, most likely.
Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come
Mom
at a
always
price.
thinks about us,
Whatever it
even
is,
after death.
I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Zero's breathing appears to be less strained than it was in the 13th. Ah, she's recovering, that's why. My chamber is much the same as this one. Too opulent for my taste, but at least it has space to train. Train? What are you doing in your room, Estinian?
Destroying it?
Yeah! Probably. She seems to be faring better here. Praise be to the sisters. What is it? If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting White Sand in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? Nothing in particular. I'm just worried about Zero. Yeah. That's true. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to the Merida's Mehane and ask for suitable refreshments? Of course I can. Leave it to me. Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana shall watch over Zero. She's already en route. Let us each then tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. Welcome to Merida's Mehane. Please make yourself comfortable. Hello, I need food. Refreshments. What? A guest of the satrap has collapsed from hunger? Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. Your most expensive dish, just for good measure. Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat. A modest quantity of a living mortal's ether should suffice. I'm afraid we don't serve that particular delicacy. If I may, I would recommend something gentle on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Good morning, Zero. You're in the source, yes.
Right.
Uh-huh. We brought you here. Without binding you, might I add.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here?
Aww.
There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
No!
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
We're safe. Eat. Oh, I can eat those too. They look delicious.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments.
Oh,
I hope you find
Snow
them
Martian.
as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Why did you change your body?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you swapping? He's like, you're smaller.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Can you not eat them normally? I mean...
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Eat. Just
Where's the
enjoy.
enjoyment in that?
Yeah.
You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Not true.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Good point.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
Look at Estinian's face. It's like, I don't understand a thing. There's nothing in my brain.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Oh, is this your way of saying you like apples?
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
Then we have another question. Will you join the Science? Gathering all kinds of weird people.
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Experience has taught us anything. 'Tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Yes, I agree.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radz-at-Han.
Are you going to show yourself as well?
Again, a stranger in this strange land.
But you're a friend now.
I have a condition. You must come too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You have my thanks.
Don't mention it. Come on, I like the lady. It was my pleasure to show you the city when you arrived. I shall enjoy doing the same for Zero. This world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. She likes apples! Merida's Mehane it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Melil. Roshan and Zero are now accompanying you. Both of them. Nice. Okay. You could attempt to introduce Zero to Merida herself, but Melil is more likely to be available. Zero. This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Danish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious, I hope you'll agree. Let's go. Melil! Melil! It's I! I returned! Welcome to Merida's Mehane. Greetings, Melil. And may I introduce you to Zero? She's an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during your stay. Ah, yes, Merida has told me all. Please come to us whenever you are hungry. We'll look after you. It was here that Alia obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, it's certainly a quick and convenient food. I will remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies about? Is it for some ritual related to eating? The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It's a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We whites and prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated divergence once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit Balshan's Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Why do I have a feeling that they are going to send us to the Crucible so that we can get attuned to the Aetheryte? What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radz-at-Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tombstones. If there's aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tombstones are for. Oitsant returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appeared to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. Oh. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Why, Master Ritra, how may we serve you this evening? If you are here for your vessel, I'm afraid we are still tending to it. No, there is no rush. Pray take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We have been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without need for inane chatter. Oh, now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you're tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Some sort of fruit? Beautiful things, though. I imagine you would need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Ritra! And Alia too! Oh god. Who is it? Oh! Hello! If it isn't young Merad. And that must be your sister, Yasra, I think. Is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Aww, Estinian really did. Aww, everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit? That is well. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? What, you mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and still unfamiliar with our language. That will teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with? Oh god! Zeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? That's not playing! That's not playing, Zero. Absolutely not! That's not how friends work. Then I'm no closer to understanding it. Why he traversed the great expanse? Why he risked life and limb for you? Aw, you're making me sad right now talking about Xenos like that. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I'm not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry, I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye! It was nice meeting you! Bye-bye, children. Be well. What is a friend? It's a seemingly simple question, but the answer is anything but. Only a child, innocent and pure, could reply with nary a moment's hesitation. Yeah. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding. It was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to joining us. Yeah. Come, let us return to Megaduta. I think this is the last quest because it has the name of the patch.
So, what are your impressions of Radz-at-Han?
There's a lot of mortals.
Yeah! Duh!
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
Yes, I'm curious. Tell me about that.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
Icons, you mean?
Yeah.
Primals, you mean?
Yeah.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Yes, Ishtola, yes, we know.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
I'm listening so carefully now.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Void Sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
No.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
There are others alive from the 13th.
A lost world, you say?
Can we not change it?
I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Oh boy, are you going to tell her everything? This will take a long while.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light.
Some intrepid young
Which
souls.
gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew.
Why are you not
in
saying their
13th.
names? I'm gonna tell Rin all about this.
Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
I like this conversation a lot.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Oh, come on, you're lying to yourself.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Oh my god, look at that food. And my stomach is grumbling right
she's
now.
going so cheap.
Yeah. Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives. And it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend. for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Don't even mention it, Klein. Excuse me? Why is there a void scent walking by?
No idea.
Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Meanwhile, elsewhere, are we going back to the void? Oh, of course we are. Dude! 2 of your guys are gone. What are you going to do about it? Golbez!
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them.
Oh?
In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation.
Cagnazzo's. They are all, for some reason, Italian.
Sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
What war are they talking about, I wonder? Like, what's the aim?
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
I mean, they want to take over the domains now. Well, what's the purpose?
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall.
Is that...
What? What about the boy?
I was about to say that. Unukalhai also
Where's the white
wears a
robe?
white robe. Interesting.
What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago.
What? What is it? He's
The
being so
gate
dramatic.
lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
Does he want?
Come to the and take over the source.
Yeah. What I was thinking.
Even realms long lost to dark may find in memory rebirth's spark. We did it! We finished it! We finished 6.2! Now we need to wait 4 more months for the MSQ.